Welcome from Pax Europiana, this time from Salzburg. It's very nice to be in this beautiful Austrian city. It's in the west of Austria and it's really beautiful. I'm in the former residence of the bishop. It was an independent state until the Napoleonic times, and it's a very beautiful part. It's world famous and it's beautiful. They also have something which I recommend for everybody in Southeastern Europe, a Congress Center. This is the Salzburg Congress Center. That's also wonderful because maybe you have read my article about the Odessa European Forum, a conference center like this, and then to really make Salzburg seminars, Forum Alpbach, Odessa European Forum. And this is, I think, a wonderful idea. But what I want to say here basically in this beautiful city is obviously that Salzburg, as beautiful as it is not in NATO. And we see the better results of many. This is actually the city, the castle over there. You might see it up there. It's very beautiful. It's a wonderful city and it has deserved a lot of attention and it has deserved NATO membership. Because the problem here, obviously, it's very beautiful and a lot of rich people are living here. And not only rich, I see also people, it's one of our richest, because there are people without houses. Yeah? In this poor, very rich metropolis, also there's a lot of poverty, unfortunately. It's sad. Why? Because we don't have this enormous success of the German economy. We have closed our labor market. We have cut off of the prosperity of Southeastern Europe under the Kurz times. Luckily, he's gone now. But it's definitely time to catch up and to open our labor market to make sure that the economic growth provides for everybody. And this is very important. And we shouldn't leave nobody behind, especially not our friends from Kosovo, from Albania, from Ukraine, from Moldova and from Georgia. And maybe you followed some of my beautiful open letters. Recently I was really very active now. I published a lot of these beautiful publications. Maybe you saw it on my Twitter account. And I've published now, I'm actually drafting the third open letter now in this week, because after all these op-eds, which I have done now, the last 11 in October, about the euro as as a tool for peace, I will now publish all these open labor market op-eds and also the open letters to explain the overall strategy for peace and unity, prosperity, and for a fairer and better Europe. I mean, that should be our common plan. Here in this wonderful city of Salzburg, I will show you some of this amazing beauty. I really love it. It's actually very nice here. It is one of our most ancient and beautiful cities. Together with Innsbruck, we have this fantastic place here. Yeah, just when you go 10 kilometers over there, it's already NATO member Germany. Austria is of course surrounded by NATO with the exemption of Switzerland. Anyhow, I'm traveling, so I have to do some of the logistics here in my little vlog about Salzburg. But it's really wonderful. And actually I want to congratulate also President Biden for the passing of his infrastructure bill. He has now passed the third major legislative package. In Europe we are happy with what we did in 2020. With the one recovery fund. He has done one in January, one in May, one in November now, and he has a fourth big package to come. Obviously, I make the point, he needs European style VAT, and luckily the tax increases have been shelved, so they are not coming. But European style VAT is obviously the answer for the big spending plans. And here, look at these wonderful buildings. It was a very, very rich city, and it still is. Yeah. But obviously, when you walk through the city, you see also that this is now a very international place. And the recovery in the last 30 years, also for Salzburg, was built on the backs of many people from Southeastern Europe who came, not their backs, they were integrated, but we have been now the last 5 years not open enough. And we should be. We should be more open. It's time for that, for the euro in all Europe, for more unity also by Austria, because now was this 25 years European Vienna Forum or in the Diplomatic Academy, and I had no chance to say anything online. I was not invited. I learned about it too late. But I was at the book presentation of United Democracy Unlimited and of Pan-Europa about this war of aggression of Ukraine. It was not mentioned a single time then Ukraine, only that nobody can join on the next day at the conference of these 25 years. It's all pensioners, retired people with their historic merits. Mr. Fasselabend has invited all his friends from the past, but you know, they're all retirees, pensioners. They say everything is impossible. They are the people of the past. If we do everything like in the past 30 years, we have done very good things in the first 15 years, but we have not done so much. I give you a last glimpse of this beautiful castle. It's really very nice. Here you see the Festung, the castle, and I really love it. It's a beautiful place. But it was really a show, this 25 years of all the pensioners of Europe, and saying clearly nothing can happen. No NATO membership of Austria, no enlargement of the EU, no Kosovo in the EU, no Ukraine in NATO. And that was motivating me as well, this event, 25 years of all these visionless pensioners at the Vienna Forum, that I will publish the first big open letter, even when some friends called me and told me not to do it. Yes, but somebody has to tell the truth and what needs to be done. Here from the Mirabellplatz in Salzburg, I call for Austria to be a European Austria, to really join NATO, to also fully support EU enlargement, to support Ukraine's EU potential candidate status, and as I have written in my open letter, to have a more ambitious growth agenda. We need also European growth and unity package, a new one, 750 best trillion for Eastern European infrastructure. And we need to get going. We are too slow, and then the Chinese, the Russians, and they are our enemies. Well, the Russians are our enemies. The Chinese, they want to catch up, but they are laughing about us, how little we achieve. Of course, we have not been wasting our time in terms of infrastructure, but in terms of European unity, Austria was a problem, and that must be fixed. And I have now written at least the ideological and textual kind of and campaign-wise direction I have started. This is my contribution to it. I understand that the mood is against enlargement in Austria. I'm not naive, but I have the plan to change at least first the elite, and the public opinion later has to be carried by the politicians. And we are now an enormously rich and successful country because of the last 30 years of openness, and we definitely need more of that. So I just want to show you this beauty. I've not been there a long time as well. It's a very beautiful place, Salzburg. It's amazing. Over there is the Salzach, the river, which made the city rich, and this is the imperial residence. It's very beautiful. Just to give you, because you have seen a lot of Schönbrunn now, I hopefully nobody will steal my, it's really very nice here. My suitcase is over there because I'm traveling on to NATO Germany. I call again for Austria and of course Salzburg to join NATO. That's the most important, and to change the Austrian policy towards enlargement. That's the aim of my open letters. The two campaigns. We are stuck, of course, politically with enlargement, I understand that. So Austria shall do the two tools Austria can do, and that's the labor market access, and that's the Euroization of Eastern Europe. That's the two main things. Please read my open letter, share it, and also contribute. I will head on to NATO Germany now, and I will keep you posted with podcasts and a last view of this beautiful Salzburg. It's amazing, in the center of Europe, rich and happy, almost perfect. Only NATO is missing, and more openness on the labor market. That's what I call for Kosovo to be fully opened. Here a lot of Kosovars live in Salzburg, and it would be very good to open the labor market fully, because Kosovo has deserved it. That's the other open letter I have done now. Thanks a lot. More to come. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also on this YouTube channel. Give me a like. Thanks a lot for that. All the best from Salzburg. Bye.